When I was 25, I went to Juilliard right next door. Not a very good experience, by the way. And I remember at one point, I felt like I lost my voice as an artist. I said, who am I really? You know, what am I doing here? You know, how am I going to be different from everyone else? So I decided to go on a cultural arts safari in Africa. I made Juilliard pay for it. And I went to the Gambia. And I went to a compound of the Mandinka tribe. And one day, there were these group of women called Kenyala who came into the compound, Mandinka women. And they were dressed in oversized clothes. And they had paint on their faces. And they carried drums. And they were shouting really, really loudly and making really funny faces. And they had calabashes filled with this dish that tasted like peanut-flavored oatmeal. And they just got louder and louder, and they passed the calabash around to everybody in the compound. And more people started yelling and screaming with them, to the point where they were falling over each other. Hundreds of people, children even. And they'd pass the calabash, plop the food in their mouths, look up to the sky, scream, scream, scream. And they'd sing this song that translated into, I did not come here for food, my stomach is full. I did not come here for food, I came for much more than that.
You be my queen, you be my screensaver. I'll be a king, no be cinema. Diamond, mineral, situation critical. You be my queen, you be my screensaver. I'll be a king, no be cinema. Diamond, mineral, situation critical. Sun kiss your body, glitter, glitter.
So a lot of the interesting culture you could find here in the local villages where we're at, right? So is this where typically a place like where the Kanyaleng will stay?
A Kanyaleng, you know, is something that, you know, they could stay anywhere, but they are mostly found in the villages. Mm-hmm. You know, Kanyalengs do have, you know, a very interesting, you know, lines that they can showcase, that they can show to people. Say, for example, you know, if a woman couldn't have a baby, you know, they could do some form of incantation, or they could do some form of, you know, spiritual stuff, you know, and they would do some acts that we know is a form of pleading to God. Hey, why not, you know, please make this, you know, woman have a baby, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, they do stuff like that. They believe it works, and then eventually the child would end up, you know, the woman would end up having a baby. So after the woman had the baby, there is a specific name that will be given to the child. Okay. Like the child would be named after a dustbin. Okay. Dustbin. A child would be named after toilet. Like just stupid, silly names. That's what they were given to the child. Really? Yeah. Because
so you have to go by whatever the Kanyaleng.
Exactly. You cannot boycott that. Oh. You can't. But after having that child, you cannot boycott the agreement. Okay. They will come up with their names. They would just be giving you any form of name, like, you know, shoe, like split, this. They could name you after that. They could name you after shit. They could name you after, you know, fat. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to boycott it. You have to embrace that name.
Yeah, you have to embrace that name. Even up to date, I've seen people, you know, they named the person after Sundukung, which means dustbin. Up to date, people call him dustbin.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. All right, guys. Now we are about to go outside, like we said, you know, to show you the Kanyalengs, you know, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Okay, guys. You know, once we are here in Basori, you know, like we said, you know, we're here for the Kanyalengs, you know. So the Kanyalengs are right behind us, you know. They have started, you know, sewing or doing what they do before they started putting the incantation or the spiritual healing onto a woman that, you know, that needs a baby or that needs a child. So stay tuned, like, you know, as we tell you, come with us and we're gonna show you, you know, what they do. Yeah, as you can see, they're right here.
I'll stay right here.
Yeah. Okay, they are saying, tole. That basically narrates, because in the society, they classify themselves as fools. That's what they are saying. Tole. Because they don't give a damn. They would do anything just to, for their spiritual healings to come true.
Okay.
So as you can see, that's what they are doing right now.
Okay.
Okay, they are beating them, saying, you give back, you have to give back now. You have to give back now. Give back to twins, give back to 2 or 3 people. Okay, now what they are coming to do is, they're going to put sugar onto that. Okay, they are putting sand on there, and that's what they call sugar. Now they are drinking it. They refer to it as tea.
I can just make up. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah. Your turn. My baby's dancing. Okay, okay, everybody. You're gonna put your hand in there, mama. Okay, they are putting sugar there. You're gonna drink it now. Yeah, they are doing the incantation. Now. You have to drink. You have to drink it. Okay, drink it like her. Drink it like she does. Okay, that's the Kanyaleng stuff. Okay, they have to put this baby on top of you now. All right. Okay, they are putting twins, on her back, for her to also have a baby like, this woman does, They are tying twins on her back for her to be able to have twins too in the future. They've done their incantations now. She has to tie the baby on her back.
Baby fula. Tell me tie it. Tell them how me tie it.
I can't let my people ask you. Okay. I think I best do. Okay, guys, you know what they are doing is, you know, they are doing this. You know, they did the incantation for her to drink that water.
Okay.
You know, with they put salt on it. You know, the salt is the sugar, and they call the water tea for her to drink.
Okay.
Guys, as you can see, yeah, okay. The incantation they put on her is for her to have twins, and you know, probably a twins or a child. That's what they do. So hopefully, you know, she can have a child now. All right, guys, you know, as you can see this woman right here, what they did, she's from Guinea-Bissau. She came to Gambia here to visit these Kanyalengs here for them to do their incantations, you know, their spiritual stuff for her to be able to have a child. So finally, God has, you know, accepted their prayers. You know, she ended up having twins. You know, that's the form of stuff that we just did to rear my wife, my mama here, for her to also have a child, hopefully soon. I hope, you know, so hopefully their prayers would work onto her too. As you can see, she has, you know, 2 beautiful kids.
Yeah, they're so adorable. Nice.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, guys, you know, now as you can see, they are about to do their spiritual stuff again by putting sand on the food. But you know, instead of sand, they will call it sugar and other stuff. So stay tuned as the process goes. Science commence now. Okay. They put in their sugar there. She has given birth to twins. So they're gonna do stuff on my mama here for her to be able to have a kid too.
So they're gonna put some on my face?
Yeah. They're gonna tweet, they will do twice for her to have twins. Okay? Now they are eating. Say alba for Juma Asset Sayo. Say okay, I'll let you in Gatola. Okay, then they're asking you what is your name?
Risha.
I can't tell me Saldi. Saying I'll call Bato Falina, okay? Now they are going to change your name from Reza to
Aisatu Sajo.
Now your name would be Aisatu Sajo. That's your new Kanyaleng name, Aisatu Sajo.
Aisatu Sayo.
Aisatu Sajo.
Aisatu Sajo.
Yeah, that's your new Kanyaleng name. Okay. Yeah, that's what your new Kanyaleng name is.
Okay, does that mean dustbin or?
No. Sayang nga mi that. Kami ning for example alam mo Kanyaleng ko ke mo na teng. Ning atada ding so do. O ding sa alka fansun to la kun tafo.
Telefonan kan na tole la.
Okay, what they are trying to explain is that, you know, if they do their Kanyaleng stuff on any woman, if that woman give birth to a child, the elders will do their ceremony stuff, you know, and they will give the name to the child. But they will also do their stuff and give a name to that child. Say, alka ding me, alka to min di dinyola, alka to si fanya bil di dinyola. Okay, but sometimes don't get dole ka don't tola sundukun na muna call no.
Ya fai, boy ka fai. Ya ka waro kon. Ya le kun to ne futa korda dami. Ya lo je ne min nata aya taraje duro wo ya sika.
Okay, guys, what they are trying to explain is, for example, if you know, if Sajo happens to have a baby, what they will do is that, you know, they will put that baby into a bucket, a big bucket, and they will carry that baby and, you know, dump her at a dumping site. You know, not throw her, but, you know, she will be in that bucket. You know, and they will place her at on that bucket, on the dumping site. Then, you know, someone will come and pick her up. So whoever came first to get that baby or rescue the baby from there, that's the person they will name the baby after.
Oh,
yeah.
That's interesting. Okay.
Okay. Okay, now they're gonna put some food on Mama's face. All this is part of their spiritual stuff by putting some food as a makeup. Now they're gonna beat the drum to dance. Amiro, be kontona bak. Etelam jamati.
Telesan. Huh? Telesan.
Telesa, womo tele.
San.
Telesa. Kanyaleng told.
Kanyaleng told mo ha.
Okay, I just asked her name. What's her name? You know, her name is Telesa, which is same.
Kanyaleya. Gal kamu kamu ko aladano. Ni imari dol ta aseke kamo sotole akafa kadingo sotole akafa dol te ma soto mumeke du se mari se karafa dol la bemo ala danol
okay I just asked her what is Kanyaleng. Kanyaleng is all about, you know, asking God's blessing, or say for example if a woman couldn't have a child, and you know what they would do is, you know, if the person comes to them, they would, you know, do their form of incantations, you know, some prayers and do some sort of things that they believe, you know, is a form of, you know, asking God for prayer, for blessing, you know, to bless a woman, any woman that comes to them, for that individual to have a child. So now you okay? Are you okay? Mojela mi anko dingo soto.
O Seattle. Katun tela dindi ya kanatu fo bimbe dami. Mo min ketanya jan sila mo tanga siata utenen tela jero to sate kono janda malam da na kabilo. Amanke kabila do tinan kabila ndingo damma.
Okay. I just asked her, you know, like, you know, from when she started on realizing Kanyaleng and her being part of Kanyaleng, see how many people have they helped to have a child. So the answer she give me is that within her community, from her childhood to date, you know, the people that she have witnessed, and when she became a Kanyaleng, it's more than 10 people that have, you know, had a child, you know, on the course of, you know, Kanyaleng's help. So say na yo dingol sodo ngaje ka dol dingol ka dingol dol tola sundukuna ka dol tola million ko akamane ba kidal mo safu na akamane say nga mo na ka dingol tola wala
ko mun ta doro ngo kanyo ya wala ndoro kanyo ya barakatara to kendo bigele ha nyin don ko mun ko musolle ko ya to la kan doro bara to kendo kataraji.
Okay, the name that they would give, you know, to the baby, the Kanyaleng name that they would give to the baby, that's just a form of name that they would, you know, they love, and they would give, like, you know, give it as a form of, you know, fun, you know, but the real name of the child would be there. Okay, so I may refer to anybody.
Yo kamara
To di malo
nto mi
Sabaja. Fanam Kanyaleng toldi.
ha fana mu Kanyaleng toldi.
Fanam Kanyaleng toldi.
Ala man sayat.
Okay, etela jelo de kanyimunon Kanyaleng ti.
Kanyaleng. Kanyale ya fana mu komin ala la lang fankolo. Inin ko do mawulu ikana hosoto. Yo do bije bamburan ko se kolya. do bije ise bamburan soto ala ke jiate yo ni e kara ke bali e karafa to man do bije ni ala sonta duwa ban korkula ala kana fonan sone ya yo ni bamburan ko le fana nin ke bali e ko nyam nin duwa mutata imario I kana jele imari na bamburan soto.
Normally in this community, in the society here, some for them to have a child, some would be they will be called. Some, it might probably be, just God's will for them not to have a child. But, the elders or the community people would, come to them and say, oh, okay, we want you to give blessings or prayers to this individual for them to have a child. But, normally, with the help of, God, with the help of their prayers that they would do, the person would normally have a child. Okay, san kabo ni kana tembe juwa take da Kenyala unti kabo esenjila da Kenyala yakono san
nte he ametal ka tunga kono nya na nyonkele man Kenyala yak bari no folol wol be ke tanji atelet yo wala na tana ke bal na tole jibe wuluta na kambandin kilina e ko ngaile mande ina ta ile man yeyel mande wuluta wala ina tana nyin tolan kai ko saba
okay ni ko yele man ko min keke Kenyala on okay ni
yele man di kan nto fa bondin kan
okay
na ta fo sai kan kili saba jawrab sai na di nomi ye ile man di ka fo atom ngan sumana bari ala de maro te na ta tola kan ko si aramata kelo bari ko aramata buti ko akonton wala musi ito mol ka komando da
sai fo nunto ni fana ding so do ko bono le fo okay before
ala nata kenna ala nata mako ya keta
Sani, okay, what is explained that before she became a Kanyaleng or before they give the Kanyaleng title to her, she used to when she give birth to a baby, the baby would pass away, the baby would normally die. So that's what the elders have seen and realized. They said, oh, okay, we are going to take her to the Kanyaleng for them to do their ritual and do their blessing upon her. So from then, and the child that she has from when she became a Kanyaleng to date, the child is still alive and nothing is happening to that child. Yeah. So etonding Aisatu Sajo. If I'm Kanyaleng ultingaje. Yes, ni jele Kanyaleng yako no.
Kabri mbiti nyamindi ro meta kam mandi ngusoto sain kabri yele mandi iman tola le nan to kilungulo tunkunto ko ni aisa saaj bar alal de maroka itole watile ka ngokun sa so fasi nyafula mbi han say bije ni momo ni la saajo
okay she also faced the same thing before for her to have a child is a problem. If she has child, the child would, pass away. So when she become that, from the very time that, normally, in the culture here, they used to do a form of like, we call it manyo, bitiro. It's a form of like, putting a cloth onto you to kind of embrace, what you are as a wife. So from the time that they did that to her, up to date, if she have a child, she normally has the things that she will have is twins. She has like 2 twins, and each of those twins, has what is called sajo. Normally here we have when you have a twin, the following baby that you would have would be named Sajo. So probably she has about 6 kids now. Wow. Yeah. So something Mandinka Family minkele. Kanyele ya muna ni te ibakang hansa and the fe ko akumate fe nyadile.
Kadunga tinel jeje. Say nothing will be sending sana will be damn Saul Sita Mado Kubal. Walantina say honey be Dawd and Beno. Kati tell the Savoyat in Nangasot.
Okay, I just asked her, like she said, with the help of God, for the reason she's still embracing Kanyaleng lifestyle is because, Kanyalengs have done something, amazing onto her life to help her, have a child. That's why she would never ever let the Kanyaleng tradition fade away.
All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you found it informative and even entertaining, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family. How can they reach us?
The Mandinka Family on Facebook and the Mandinka Family on Gmail. You can send us an email to the mandinkafamily@gmail.com.
All right, guys, and as always,
Black love, black power.
See you guys.
All right.